Hi, I'm here today from at the capital of Mississippi, here in Jackson, and I'm here today to raise awareness of the problem of school corporal punishment, and raise awareness of the fact that this state needs to ban the paddle in schools. To introduce myself, I'm from the University of Southern Mississippi, where I'm majoring in elementary and special education, and I'm entering my senior year. And what I see in the university versus what I see out in the schools is a double standard. And I see in the university, they don't teach us about corporal punishment. They don't mention corporal punishment, and except maybe in the case where it's talking about something that happened in the past, like history, the history section of the textbook. And so this is something that's assumed to have gone away, and the professors want us to stop. They don't want to talk about it. But then when I get out there next year into the schools, into the public schools, and I am asked to use a paddle, what am I going to do? I've never been educated on the administration of corporal punishment, and there's no part of me that wants to do that. I want to be a teacher, and that's what's called me to this vocation. I want to be a teacher, and hitting kids is not teaching. Hitting kids is the complete opposite of teaching. And so as long as we think that we can control kids by hitting them, we're never going to be able to pave the way for new, better methods, instructional methods and strategies to come forth in our Mississippi schools. We are putting a stop to progress because the legislators, administrators, the university professors, and parents, everybody's to blame in this. We don't allow the new people like me to come into the schools and implement the PBIS, positive behavioral interventions and support. We can't implement that stuff because we have this old premise in the way, and the two cannot coexist. The old way is about controlling people by force, okay? It's about external control. The new ways is about teaching respect, helping kids to become self-determined, self-disciplined, and that way is just antithetical to what we have now. And so as long as basically Mississippi school system is not going to progress until we get to away with this. And as I've said, everybody has a part to play in this. And so I've come here today to bring awareness to the fact and to say, I'm not going to hit kids because I'm not an abuser.
School with a board, and that's child abuse. If it was done anywhere else beside on these schools, they'd be arrested for a felony assault.
So that is as simple as that, and it's not in me. And so I don't know what's going to happen next year when I get out into the schools, but I tell you, I'm not going to hit kids. It's not going to happen. Not here.
Right on.
It stops here.
Right on. Thank you so much. You know, I want to ask you, there was a young man, I think you know him by the name of Ronald. He was a student at USM, and he said that the principal handed him a paddle. What became of that?
He was handed a paddle. He got his first job as a teacher. He was handed a paddle. I think he was a high school social studies teacher. So here he is being asked to paddle high schoolers, people that are 16, 17-year-olds, maybe even 18-year-old, 19, some of them. So he's supposed to be paddling them with a wooden board, and he refused to do it. And so he threw the paddle out the window, and he refused. And later on, he intervened when he saw a young pregnant girl being paddled, and he intervened and stopped the paddling from taking place. And on that day, he lost his job and has never been able to teach again.
Men whipping 17-year-old fully developed women, pregnant girls.
And I know for a fact, he's my friend, I know for a fact that he was trying to teach with new methods that the universities are teaching us these days, teaching, including more cooperative learning, more discussion-oriented learning. He was doing wonderful with that, and I know that he's that kind of person that would have done an awesome job, but he's gone. He's out of the picture, and our students and our society is lost. And what we have instead is we have those people that want to be kids, that get some kind of pleasure out of it. Those people remain in our schools. Those people, it's mind-boggling.
Well, it's pretty sad that he wasn't taught any method of administering corporal punishment, and when he takes on a job, he's fired for something of which he's never been trained.
It's a glaring evidence of that double standard that's happening in the universities and then out there in practice. You know,
Exactly.
we're being told what we should do and with the new ways of teaching, the better ways of teaching. I would get out there and we can't do it. So, you know, some people just skip teaching in Mississippi altogether. Some people like new teachers that graduate from Mississippi schools, universities, what they do is some of them don't want to teach here because they know what they're going to have to face. So we're losing all this good skill when towns like Anguilla desperately need that education so that their kids can have, because education is the key, and I strongly believe in education.
Wow. Well, listen, thank you so much. There's a bunch of lucky kids out there waiting for you, Mr. Seibel. Thanks so much for your interview.
On my way.
Yes,
On my way.
yes, indeed.
Do you mind if I ask what type of, what do you have to use the,
Sticks for?
yeah, what do you use the sticks for?
Cerebral palsy.
Oh, you have cerebral palsy. Okay.
I was born with it.
So you were paddled even with the type of physical disability that you appear to have then?
Yes, ma'am.
It's been out. I've been out of school so long.
Yeah, I understand.
Did you ever get paddled?
Yeah.
How many times? What did you do to get paddled? Tell the truth.
Skipped school, went deer hunting. When I got home, my daddy got me again.
Oh, no.
This is the device of choice.
But it promotes more child abuse at home. As parents see that it's okay in school to do it, they'll also do it at home. And we have a lot of child abuse in Texas. We have a lot of children ending up dead.
Who you think might have the most discipline problems are the ones who actually need you to wrap your arms around them and to love them.